I posted up on my Facebook page the other day that I am on a water fast. As a matter of fact, yesterday when I posted it up, I was like 93 hours, almost 4 complete days of my 7-day water fast. And over the past several years, I have periodically, I am a firm believer and a frequent practitioner of intermittent fasting and water fasting, long-term water fasting. And over time, I've done 2-day water fasts, 3-day water fasts, 4 days, 5 days. The most I've ever done was 6. So me performing or attempting a 7-day water fast, that would break a personal record for me. But, I get comments every now and then. Some people are just like, wow, it's just impressive how you can do that. Some other friends will just say, wow, you're weird. Water, you drink water all day long. Yeah. But I started this process on Sunday, and I'll just talk just briefly. And this isn't a big old description of the process that I go through on water fasting. But I just want to talk about, today is day 5. And I want to talk to you about how I feel and how I felt on day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. Spoiler alert, day 4 sucked. But on this process, all I'll take in, all I'll bring into my body all day long are the following items. I'll go ahead. I went ahead and put this up real quickly on the fly for you just to go through it. But my daily intake, I get in my electrolytes. So I'm getting in sodium, chloride, magnesium, and potassium. Right now I'm taking a supplement that I add into my water every day. But the sodium and chloride, what I normally would use would be Himalayan sea salt. Just adding Himalayan sea salt, it's just great source of minerals. But there you go. There's some of your electrolytes there. Magnesium and potassium. I just feel, honestly, when I'm doing water fasting, it's easier for me to just do a supplement and add it to my water. I'll take a multivitamin, which gives me zinc and iodine and all the other vitamins that I'll need as well. The first part of the day, I'll have black coffee or maybe like an herbal tea. No sugar, no cream, no nothing, just that. And I won't drink coffee all day long. I may have a couple cups of it. One of the things, guys, for B vitamins, nutritional yeast it's great. I get to do a whole video on nutritional yeast. And some might say, if you're familiar with nutritional yeast, that, oh my God, that might break you out of autophagy. But I'm going to tell you, you know what, it's okay. And then water, I'm going to drink about a gallon of water per day. Let's be honest here. The thing is that I don't drink soda. I don't drink sugary water or anything like that. Water, and this is coming from somebody who grew up. I was born and raised in Front Royal, Virginia. So Northern Virginia in the South, my relatives made really, 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 really sweet sugar tea. And that's what I grew up on. And it was the hardest habit for me to break, honestly, was getting rid of that sugar tea craving. And that took time. It did. And it's baby steps. It's like baby steps and then beginner steps. And then you get a bit, and then you get bigger and bigger and bigger steps. So I would start like, sugar tea, add more water, add more water, add more water. Before you know it, you've got unsweetened iced tea. And then just, gradually I just kind of worked on that because, some people get addicted to alcohol or other forms of, just my addiction is sugar and potato chips. So those are the hardest habits for me to break. Getting back to my water fasting, honestly, some of the benefits, it does help you to remove a lot of those cravings. If you have sugar cravings or whatever, going on even if it's a short-term fast, like a day or two, will really help you kind of curb or eliminate a lot of those cravings. The benefit that I get is it helps my skin. Weight loss, definitely. With me being over 50, I'm always struggling because there are times where I'll just sit on the couch and watch TV, or, I'll eat some things I shouldn't eat, and where, one day that may not make a huge difference, but gradually over time, a lot of that, like at the beginning of COVID, I was a pro at using my air fryer for baked goods. And so 6 months of that adds a little bit of fat to your body. So what I'm concerned with all the time is like, belly fat, the visceral fat that gets around the chest, that gets around, your belly area, that will make you feel and look bloated and inflamed. Going on a water fast, that really helps me to lose that fat. Plus, it gives your body a break from digestion. Instead of your body having to work and use a lot of its energy processing the food that you eat all day long, it gives it a little bit of a break. And it can kind of heal, repair, recycle any of the, bad cells you've got going through the body. It's called autophagy. So yeah, eliminate sugar cravings, some weight loss, help my body repair, recycle everything else. And even though I might struggle a little bit, and it takes willpower, it takes a goal-oriented mind and a plan of action, but honestly, getting through the days with water fasting, it has a great amount of benefit. And for your body, for your mind, for your overall health, it's just really important to practice that, whether you're doing intermittent fasting or short-term water fasting. So, getting into the days. So day one going into this, it wasn't really that bad. For most people, when you get into it with day one, it's a mind game. It really is. But as you go through the day, drinking water, you can have a little bit of black coffee in the morning to help curb your appetite, or maybe even through the afternoon if you're just kind of going through it a little bit. But having water, and it depends on your body weight. The common question that I am asked is like, aren't you worried about drinking too much water? I would say no. You have to pay attention to drinking the amount of water that it's appropriate for your body weight and your body type. So that could vary for everyone. I would say for a female trying to do this, I would say probably stick to at least 2.5 liters of water a day. I need a little bit more water throughout the day, so I typically stick to about 3.5 liters of water a day. So, and that's comfortable for me. That's where I'm at. I'm really good. So, but I'll have coffee at first part of the day, kind of help curb that hunger as I'm going through, and I will drink plenty of water. But the trick that I find that helps get me through a lot of the humps is adding the electrolyte supplement, because having electrolytes, taking in a multivitamin, just giving your body the stuff it needs to function. Your body needs sodium, chloride, magnesium, and potassium to run. You need B1 vitamins, you need some vitamin C. During fasting, you don't really need iron or calcium. But yeah, get your electrolytes in, get your water. If you have to curb your appetite a little bit, have a little bit of black coffee, have a little herbal tea. It should help. But, day one's just mindset. You just kind of have to hunker through it. Once you kind of get through, once you get through where you'd normally have breakfast, and then you get through where you'd normally have lunch, you get through, you can get through it. Anybody can get through doing 24 hours of water fasting. But going past day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, I'm just going to stop you right now. I've been practicing this a long time, and I would just recommend, just depending on, your fitness level, overall health, you may not want to jump into a water fast. I highly recommend reaching out to your doctor, a medical professional, to check your blood pressure, check how everything's going. Are you in pre-diabetic mode or whatever? Just talk to a doctor about this, a medical professional. Get some guidance before you go on to a water fast. That's my spiel. I've been practicing a long time. I've gotten a lot of information from doctors and medical professionals to do this, and I've gotten enough information that I can do it on my own comfortably. However, if you're starting out, always talk to a doctor before you go. So getting on to day 2. Once you get past day 1, you're kind of like, wow, I can't believe it. I just did that. And the next morning, you'll probably feel a little bit better at first. Kind of go through the day a little bit. Your body is going to go through an adjustment period. Once you've started kind of burnt, the carbs, the sugars and stuff that you've intaked before, your body during the first day or two is going to start burning all of its glycogen stores. Kind of, the sugar, the carbs and stuff that you've eaten over the past 48 hours or more, it's going to start burning that off. And then once all of your glycogen stores are gone, then your body should start converting into more of a fat for fuel stage, where your liver will start processing a lot of your stored fat into ketones, which will help. Basically, your body starts shifting into, instead of burning sugar or glycogen, it burns fat for fuel. And most of us, whether we say it or not, we've got some stored fat that we can burn. So on day 2 and day 3, you're kind of going through that shift. You might feel a little bit lethargic. You might start kind of feeling some things like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And, day 2 might be a little bit more of a struggle. Same with day 3. And then you'll kind of feel a little bit of shift. You'll feel a little bit of a shift. Like day 3, you're starting to kind of feel like, okay, well, I'm starting to kind of feel this energy. You're starting to get a little bit of a kick into it. Day 4, and the days depend on everybody. Like day 4 for me, normally I have what I felt on day 4, I should normally feel, you'd probably feel on day 3. But on day 4, I felt good. Don't get me wrong. My body felt good, but my energy level was low. Almost felt like it was like in the negative energy. And all my body wanted to do was just lay down and rest. So I did a lot of that yesterday. And yesterday when I was posting, day 4, pretty much, I was on the couch. I was working a bit. I'd get off on the couch. I'd do a bit of work. Once the work was done, I'd go back on the couch and just rest. I was getting all my water in. And that's the thing, is like when you I can't even talk. Once you, when you start feeling the fatigue, once you feel like you just want to lay down all the time, when you feel like you don't have enough energy, that's the sign that you need more electrolytes. You need more electrolytes. That's why I started adding the nutritional yeast to give me the B vitamins and everything else. But when I run into that slow, like I'm in molasses mode, that's a sign for me to get more. It's not a sign that I need to eat. It's a sign that my body is craving more electrolytes and vitamins. So I added that. I just upped my supplement up a little bit. And one of the things is people will talk about, just in case anybody comments on this, the addition of nutritional yeast, it won't blow me out of ketosis. There's a thought that it might stop autophagy just for a short bit. And I think that's it. I think it just stops autophagy for just a short bit. And that's when the body is, the body's in the process of repairing itself. And any signal that you might start eating or taking in calories could possibly stop or pause it. That's about it. So on day 4 in the evening, I was just like, ugh, and I couldn't wait to get to bed, honestly. But I was upping my vitamins. I was upping my electrolytes. I had an amazing sleep last night. It was really great. And I will tell you, on day 5, I am not experiencing anything that I was experiencing on day 4, because my energy is just like, boop. I have just kind of passed that hump. My electrolytes are good. All my vitamins are great. My water intake's perfect. And, I'm just not sitting on the couch. I'm moving around. I'm walking. I'm not sitting on a chair. I've got my standing desk up while I'm doing a live video to you. So that's just it. I would recommend, I'm feeling amazing today. And I know I can just kind of go through the hump. I'm going to breeze through, I'm sure, on day 6 and day 7, and woohoo. And then on Sunday, this Sunday, I'll hop on the scale, get a body fat test and everything else, and see where I'm at compared to when I started. But I will say, day 1, mind game. I can get through this. anybody can do 24 hours. 48 hours in, 72 hours in, that's when the willpower, the planning comes into effect. And when you ever start feeling the fatigue, get more electrolytes and vitamins in. But that's the thing is like, you know, when you start feeling that fatigue, you might feel some old injuries or wounds or something like that. You know, if you had a, you know, elbow issue years ago or whatever, your body kind of goes through and starts repairing those things. So you might actually, you normally don't feel them, but I'm telling you, you're going to start. You'll kind of feel your liver start to work. You'll start to feel like your kidneys and stuff. You will feel your organs start to kind of work, maybe heat up a little bit, because during this process, your kidneys, your liver is really detoxifying a lot of your body. And the thing is, realistically, when you have visceral fat that you're trying to lose, when you've got stored up fat and you're doing any kind of fasting and you're switching into ketosis and your body is burning fat for fuel, newsflash, if you have eaten like crap, just really had some awful diets in the past, and a lot of that fat, a lot of those toxins and the crap that you ate might still be stored in the visceral fat that's hanging around you. With me, I'm going to be honest, there might be a little bit of marijuana in there. So I've got some THC. And the thing is when you are totally detoxifying your body when you're doing these type of water fasts. So you're going to go through those stages where you feel the organs processing. You might feel the toxins coming through. I'm sure I've probably been a little bit high just going through in my fat content that might have some THC in it. So that is honesty. You know, when you go through this, whatever you've, eaten, ingested over time might be stored over here. What you are what you eat. So when you start fasting and you start using that fat for fuel, what you have eaten previously will come back to haunt you for a little bit. But the benefits are just amazing because you just don't want that fat sitting around you. That's about it. I would just say day 5 out of my day 7 water fasting, amazing. My energy is awesome. I love it. I highly recommend it. Like I said, this is just something I'm just a big fan of, and I recommend anybody that is struggling. You know, if you have a problem with craving, if you think your metabolism's out of whack and you need to reset it, if you got digestive issues and you need to reset that, I'm telling you, a water fast might be something that you want to look into. And, again, and this is not for everyone. It really isn't. And it's not something you should just get into right away. I highly recommend make a plan. If you want to go for a day, go for a day. But anything longer than that, reach out to your doctor and just say, hey, this is what I want to do. Get their advice. Go from there. But I'm telling you, it's really amazing. So tomorrow I'll do another video, how I feel for day 6. I'll do another video on how I feel for day 7. And then on Sunday, I'm going to do another video with the results. And I'm going to talk about my refeeding process. Because once I'm done with a 7-day water fast, I'm not just going to go out and eat. I have a refeeding process. I'll talk about that more this Sunday when I do another live video on that. But that's it. If you've ever attempted a water fast, I would love to hear your thoughts about it. Have you always wanted to do a fast? What's stopping you? So comment below. I'm really interested in it. So that's it. Everybody have an amazing day. And, always take care of your health. Bye, guys.